Hi, my name is Izzy, and I am 18 years old, and I go to Adolfo Camarillo High School. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and my story and my relationship with God. So I've been going to church pretty much my entire life with my mom, dad, and my little sister, and I never fully understood who God was until I was about 10 or 11 years old. I started going to Crossroads when I was in about 7th grade, and the summer going into 8th grade is when I went on my very first summer camp, and it was amazing. That was the first time that I ever felt God's presence. I made so many friends, and worship was amazing. About a year later, when I was going into high school, is when I decided to get baptized at the beach. Going into high school was a big change, and there were a lot of ups and downs, and something very unexpected happened a few months into that school year. So in October, about a month and a half into school, my dad passed away unexpectedly, and it took everyone in my family by surprise. It was, like I said, unexpected. There was no way to know that that would happen. My faith was very much tested at that time because, I was 14, I was young. After I found out that my dad passed away, I was experiencing so many different emotions. I was angry, I was just obviously so sad. I was questioning God, why he would take away my dad, just everything you could think of. I was feeling it. I was so numb my freshman year. And ultimately, I turned to God. I found comfort in him. I knew that he loved me and that even though something awful happened, he was still taking care of me, and he had plans. God knew what I was feeling. God knew that I was questioning and knew that I was hurt, but he was there to offer comfort, and I looked to him in that huge time of need. And there was one really cool experience when I was looking at pictures in my house, and I physically felt like a hug from God, because I was just overwhelmed with sadness, and I was looking through old memories, and I felt a hug, and I just thought to myself, like, you are there, like, you're with me through it all, and it was beautiful. I loved it. The summer after my freshman year, I went on my very first mission trip to Mexico, and it was amazing. When we were there on Sunday, I remember the pastor told us if anyone wants to come up and share their story, and a lot of the local people went up and were talking about their personal experiences, and Tyler had each of us prepare a testimony, and I didn't think that I was gonna go that day, but he told me, Izzy, like, you're gonna go, like, God put it on me, and you have to go. And I was so nervous, and I was like, okay, well, let's do this. And I went up there with our translator, and I shared my testimony, like what I'm doing now, and I started bawling my eyes out, and it was really cool because the local people in Mexico came up to me and told me that I was really brave for going up there and sharing such an intimate piece of my life with them. Even though we didn't even know each other, they kept saying how my story impacted them, and when they were going through a similar hard time, they found comfort knowing that God was there for me, and he's there for all of us, really. Going through a traumatic experience like that has definitely softened my heart. Looking back in the past, I'm now more empathetic towards people. If they're going through a hard time, I know what that's like because I've been through one of the hardest things that you can go through in your life. And even more so, I can connect with people on a deeper level. When people are hurt, I can feel their pain more. I I also became more aware of people going through their own different struggles that we might not see. People might try to hide it or mask it, so I try my best to just be as kind as possible because I don't know what people are going through. Looking back at the last 4 years, I can definitely see how God was shaping me and just bringing some good out of the horrible event that has happened, and I didn't think that was ever possible. I didn't think anything good could come from this. I remember thinking I would never be happy again, I would never smile again, and if you know me, that is definitely not true. The way God has just changed my perspective and changed my outlook on life is just unreal and amazing. What I want you guys to know is whatever challenge you're facing or obstacle has come in your way is that it's not too big or too bad for God, that He can do anything and He can bring purpose to your pain.